Hi, this is Tim with RCNoob.com, and I've got another New Bright RC vehicle in front of me to unbox, but this one's a little bit different. This one was sent to me, it arrived a few days ago. It's the RC Extreme Frenzy from New Bright, and it's got a brushless motor. I think this might be the first brushless powered New Bright vehicle that I've ever seen. And I've seen a teaser video for it. It looks incredibly fast. Whether it can hold up, durability-wise, remains to be seen. But I like what I've seen in the teaser video, and I like what I've seen just from, lifting this flap up and taking a look in the box. So we're going to get this thing opened up in just a moment. But before we do that, let's take a quick look at the box and see what we all have here. So this is the Frenzy. It looks like a kind of a monster truck or a trophy truck or stadium truck or truggy. I don't really know what the classification is exactly, but it looks really cool. I like the graphics. It looks pretty neat. On the top of the box, you see that it does have a digital speed transmitter. Hopefully that means and will translate to proportional steering and proportional throttle. It has active suspension. Tires look to be quite decent. High grip tires is what they claim to be at the top. It does have brushless motor powerhouse, so we'll see how that looks and how that performs. It does not have the brushless power rating as far as the kV, but we'll find out what that is once we get it opened up. And digital proportional transmitter as I flip this open. So digital drive and speed and servo steering. 2.4 gigahertz, so that's all good. All metal differential gears, that's up on this top flap. 20 miles per hour. And on the video they claim, I think 25 or 23 miles per hour. Again, we'll see what it can actually do once we get it out. Take another look at this end of the box. Another look at the Frenzy. We're in a little bit different position for this unboxing because the box is so huge and so big. I was not able to shoot it in my usual position, but once we get it unboxed, we'll get back to our normal positioning. Just a look at the back of the box. Looks cool. So New Bright sent a spec sheet along with this model. It's going to retail for $159.99. It will be available at Toys R Us in December, and so that's just a few weeks away now. 1/10 scale. It's designed for kids ages 8 and up. It's brushless powered. It looks cool. I say we take it out of the box. Okay, step one of the unboxing is complete. We've got it slid out of the cardboard packaging. Can take a now closer look at this machine. It's got a polycarbonate body. All of the other New Bright vehicles that I've seen that have polycarbonate bodies have plastic body clips, so you can tell that they are going for the more hobby grade look and hobby grade performance, again with that brushless power system. It is run by a 9.6 volt lithium ion battery, which is included. Tires feel good. The tires feel nice. There's a decent amount of grip on them, which I like. You always want to have grip. The shocks and suspension looks very beefy. Here's your transmitter. Ooh, I like that. Seems to have a lot of range, so I think we are going to be in for a fun surprise with how the steering performs. Everything else here that you have in the packaging, the instruction manual is taped to the side. Again, the truck, your power adapter, balance charger. Again, we talked about the radio, and there are batteries for the radio over on the side. So I think that's about all we can see at this point. Let's get this completely out of the packaging and really take a deep dive into the New Bright Frenzy. All right, we've got it freed up and we've removed the body pin, so we'll take that off. Take a look at what's underneath. Here's your steering. They have clear plastic steering components and servo components, and that would be an actual servo, which if you're accustomed to New Bright machines, you know that that's not a common thing to see, which, coming from hobby grade stuff, I like to see that. I like the direction that New Bright is taking with this model and kind of venturing into more hobby grade positioning and hobby grade, functionality. They've been using 2.4 gigahertz transmitters for a while in some of their vehicles, and now they're adding, brushless power. Speaking of brushless power, there's the orange motor. See it down there. Now it's fairly well encased in here, so aside from pulling the machine half apart to take a look at it, we're going to leave it where it is. Here's your battery plug. Battery, I'm assuming, would go underneath here. Yep. Here's your little battery release tray. Here's open. Okay, that comes up. And then you lock it like that. You hear the gears. Huge front bumper. Just a huge front bumper. Has a decent amount of flex to it. I think with the speed that you're looking to get out of this machine, this is going to get some use. Not much for rear end bumpers on this model. Suspension feels good, snappy. Let's just do a little drop test. Yeah, she bounces. Has good response. These are some beefy plastic bodied shocks. You see they are adjustable by twisting the rings, or they should be adjustable by twisting the rings. I'll dive into that a little bit later. I'm kind of speechless right now because I'm very impressed by what I'm seeing. It looks really solid. Looks very well made, incredibly well thought out. As far as hardware is concerned, it's all Phillips head. You're not going to find, you probably wouldn't find hex head hardware on this machine. We'll take a quick look at the body. Again, it looks cool. Got some Phillips head hardware on there holding the second body piece on there. It feels nice and just nice and durable. Not too thick, but not too thin either. This actually feels thicker than some hobby grade bodies that I've come across lately, in fact. So that's just, again, nice to see. So I'm going to let's pop the body back on and bring our spec sheet back over it again and just make sure we've covered all the basics. Again, 2.4 gigahertz frequency. You can run up to 12 of these according to New Bright. And proportional steering, proportional throttle, full spring suspension, which we took a look at, big, beefy, plastic-bodied shocks. They're not oil-filled, but again, they have plenty of give to them, plenty of rebound. Like what I see. Spin it around, take a look at the front. It includes your battery charger, your pistol grip transmitter, which we'll hold over here. And this feels amazing. I'm a fan of, well, I think anybody's a fan of, decent, comfortable controllers. This is by far the best New Bright controller I've ever held. And I'm very excited to see how this is going to perform. It does have steering trim on board. That looks to be the only adjustment that you can make right from the radio, but that's fine. Again, with this being aimed at kids that are, 8 and up, that's, steering trim is plenty. We'll find out how much output this thing has once we dig into the instruction manual. So at this point, we're going to charge it up, and I will take this out and drive the ever-loving daylights out of it because it looks fun. And it looks like it can take a little bit of abuse. So we won't go too overboard, but we're going to have fun with it. And I'm really excited to see and anxious to see what this machine can do performance-wise. So again, this is new from New Bright. It is their New Bright RC Frenzy. It's part of their RC Extreme line, brushless powered, 9.6 volt lithium ion battery is the juice that flows through its veins. Proportional steering, proportional throttle. You know, I know I've said that before, but with a new Bright machine, I think it bears repeating a couple times because you don't come across that with this brand that often. And before I go any further, thank you to New Bright for hooking me up with this machine. I'm excited to take it out, and I'm excited to see what this can do. For that, we're going to wrap up this unboxing of this machine. Again, New Bright Frenzy. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do that. We will have more on this vehicle and a number of other vehicles coming up very soon. I've also been doing more with the Red Cat Racing Everest Gen 7 Sport. We will be doing a rock climb video very shortly. Had a blast on a pile of rocks over the weekend. Really amazed at what that vehicle can do. Made some adjustments to the steering on that machine, so we've got a lot going on, a lot of fun things to cover and to talk about. So do check out the RC Noob YouTube channel. Until next time, this has been Tim from rcnoob.com. Keep your batteries charged up, keep your nitro topped off. We'll catch you guys later.